What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Daily Dose. Guys, in this video, I want to talk a little bit about, getting told no and rejection and things like that. A lot of people, they don't like the word no, right? I mean, I didn't like the word no at first either. I hated it. Every time somebody told me no and refused my stuff, it sucked, right? And most people give up when that happens. So I wanted to talk a little bit about that today and kind of reframe that in your mindset, right? So here's what I did early on. So I really got my start with people telling me no all the time when I was door knocking. I didn't door knock for very long. It wasn't something I really liked. I was actually already reselling at the time while I was door knocking, so I did it for a very short amount of time. But I will say it did teach me one valuable thing, and that was how to deal with rejection well. And I read a book that they recommended, and it was called Go for No. And it changed my whole perception on the word no. What I mean here is, the book told me to, instead of going for yeses, right, it told me to go for no's instead. I know, that doesn't make sense, right? Well, it was flipping the script. It made the goal the opposite of what I actually wanted, right? So, which was interesting. So I decided to try it. And for the first day, I told myself that I was going to aim for 20 no's, right? I was going to get 20 no's and then I was done for the day. Well, guess what happened while I was doing that? I started getting a couple of yeses. So the yeses actually were hindering me from my goal of getting 20 no's. So I'd go do my pitch at the door, right? And no answers didn't count as a no. That was a rule that I made for myself. Like, the person had to physically tell me no, right? So I would go door knocking every single day and, just rack up those no's. But what was cool was I'd get 3 to 4 yeses out of it. And that was the crazy part, And so I started booking appointments, and this was selling vacuum cleaners at the time. But it was all because I flipped the script on the word no. And instead I made that the goal. I was like, let me get 20 no's today and then I'm done. But I ended up booking 3 to 4 appointments a day. So, I think those are pretty good numbers. I'm not totally sure. But anyway, it worked, right? That's the point. So I applied this to reselling as well. I tell my students all the time, you need to rack up more no's. Because if you get more no's, you're just by default, you're going to get people who say yes. It's just going to happen, right? So that's the goal, right? Rack up a lot of no's. Make 10 offers a day. If you make 10 offers a day, it's very difficult to lose in the long run. Like I said, this thing is all a numbers game. So get out there and crush today and go for no. And make some money, guys.